So we took the game off. Yes, this is the first time we're running the first.
Hello and welcome back to VHB Engines. Today we're going to talk about Jonathan Noah's E85 tuned stock LSV turbo. Alright, first off I want to address what the haters are going to say in this video. The car is not very fast, my fucking fuel cam revs out faster than that shit. Yes, the car is not super fast. You know, we never actually put on a dyno. The owner of the car street tuned it, and just based off of what the engine is and the mods and comparing it to a previous setup that I also had a couple years back, we're thinking that the car was in the low to mid 300 horsepower range. You know, I was the one that took the videos, and so of course I rode along, and even though it's not the crazy fastest thing I've been in the world, it definitely was, you know, pretty quick and definitely an entertaining car to drive. You know, definitely would keep you happy driving the car. At the time, the car was maxed out on the injector's duty cycle at 7 psi because, you know, E85 is not running the same way as a pump does. But, you know, so at 7 psi, you know, 7 pounds on it, it was a small turbo. I do believe it was like a 50 trim, an eBay 50 trim. Not 100% sure. I have to check back with Jonathan to be 100% on that. But I think it was either a 50 or a 60 trim eBay turbo, and so it was pretty small, spooled up pretty quickly, you know, and it was all around just a pretty good setup for what it was. Later on, he turned up the booster around 15 pounds. 15 pounds when he got switched out instead of injectors. He went from 450s to 750s, and around 15 pounds is when we think it was around the 300 horsepower range, for sure. And the clutch was rated like 280 horsepower or something like that, and it was starting to slip pretty bad every time he would go into VTEC. I actually have videos of that, but it's like the videos I already have on this. It's kind of choppy. It's cell phone footage. Never really planned on doing what I'm doing now with it. As a matter of fact, right now, obviously, you know, you can see that I'm also using a cell phone because I was using my desktop's webcam earlier to make some videos, and I could see that it was really choppy and laggy. Anyway, to get into the build itself, it was like I said, stock block. It's actually funny, there's a little bit of history on that engine there between me and Jonathan. I actually got the short block from him, a bare short block from him in a trade deal. And when I cleaned it up and started inspecting the block, I saw there was some good fingernail width, and I mean like lengthwise, nicks in the cylinder block. And at first, you know, I was like, man, fuck this shit, I can't use this block, I'm fucking scrapping it. I tossed it to the side and I forgot about it, and then a month later I dug it back out and I rebuilt it. You know, I put some ACL bearings on there, not the race bearings, standard ACL bearings, which are completely fine to use. And I can't even remember the brand. I got maybe like CP Auto rings or something. And so ACL bearings, some cheap piston rings, you know, nice little quick stock overhaul. Right around the time I was finishing doing it, the engine that he was running was a built B16, had a tuning mishap and it wound up cracking a sleeve. So I took him the LSV, or I took him the LS block, and then he took the, I think it was a B16 head, slapped it on there, some ARPs, or maybe even stock. Once again, I have to follow up with that. Anyway, Mostly stock block, E85 turbo kit, and definitely think it was in the 300 horsepower range. As far as I know, that engine's still out there running healthy, and that was been over a year. That was a year ago. Well, anyway, I didn't have any dyno footage because, like I said, it was street tuned, and didn't have too much extra film footage after that. You know, I think he kept the car for another month or so, and he decided to go drift life, and he traded it out for a E86, which now he's working on building. Yeah, not really much more to the build, you know, being stock and plain as it was. If y'all have if you have any questions, drop in the comments below. If you want to see the pictures of the build itself, you can go to the channel and follow the links to the Facebook page I have for it. It has all the builds I've done for the past 2 years. There's some interesting stuff that you see there. Also, you can follow me on Instagram. The link is also there on the banner too. If you got any entertainment out of this, you know, like the video, share the video, and if you haven't already, click subscribe at the bottom. And thank you for watching.